Yes, you guys thought you would never see my face again, and here I am bringing you the good news, the gospel news of the patch note 1.06 of Elden Ring. After that fateful video where I said that there was no hope for Elden Ring, that the game was doomed to die in a slow death, we should let the fire fade away and try to look for new horizon to feed and to find joy and happiness. And here we are. Well, I've never missed a patch note ever, and I'm not going to start today. Today, my friends, I'm very late to the party. I'm a week late to the party. I'm gonna make a video about why I'm not making too much video lately. But here we are. Elden Ring patch notes version 1.06. The patch that saved PvP. Can we say it? Can we affirm that this patch is saving the game? Is going to save the game? Well, let's look at it and then I'll give you my conclusion on it. So welcome everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Valentin. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe and comment. And here we are with Elden Ring patch note 1.06. Why is this patch so special? Because they finally nerfed Bloodhound Step, they finally nerfed River of Blood, and they finally added Wex Dust. Let's go over it. Major changes included in the last updates. Added the function to send summon sign to summoning pools in multiple areas, including distant areas. What does that mean exactly? It means that they realized that the game is way too big for the players to meet each other. Even if two players are at the same level range and weapon upgrade range, the chances for them to be at the same place at the same time and wanting to play together is very minuscule, and it's going to become even harder to have as the game goes on throughout the time. Because sure, there was a lot of activity when the game came out the first month, but now we're like 6 months in, and a lot of players have done their first playthrough and they're done with it. So now what's happening? If you want to co-op with someone, you want to leave your sign, you can leave your sign to every areas of the game where you have explored, and someone with the same about the same level as you and the same level weapon upgrade as you will be able to pick up your sign. That is huge for the activity in the game. Yes, there is a player base, there is less player than there was 6 months ago, but player couldn't find each other, and that's also a problem with Invasion, where we couldn't find Invasion because people could be at so many different places like there is no linear way to go about Elden Ring. You can be at Khalid at level 30, you can be at Altus Plateau at level 100, you can be, still at Stormberg Castle around level 40, you can be at Elfile at level 100, or you can be there at level 90. It really depends on everybody's path, so there is no like one path like there was, for example, in Dark Souls 3. You could guess the level range where people was at certain areas because it was pretty, although it was quite open, it was pretty linear. Here, this change is huge, and they did the same for Invasion, added the function to invade a larger area, including distant areas. This is huge, and this is kind of a bummer because the reason of this patch, the community of Amir, Gabri, and all these guys that made the Elden Ring PvP website for giving feedback to the devs are definitely the reason for this patch. Maybe not the number one reason, probably the number one reason, but not the only reason. But what they've done basically is they've added a thing called Wex Dust. So Wex Dust was an item, not an item, a mod in Dark Souls 3 that one person made in his bedroom, wherever he lives, and he was able to make it so that you can invade all the areas at the same time. You would search for every areas in the game, and if someone was available, if there was an invasion spot somewhere, you would get into this invasion. What does that do? It makes it so you have times 10 the amount of chance to get an invasion. So they've done that in Elden Ring, and now the game is amazing. I mean, it's not amazing like everything is fixed and everything is beautiful, we'll go over that, but those few changes are making it so yes, it is worth to come back to Elden Ring, especially with Bloodhound Step being nerfed. It's still not like 100% nerfed to the ground, but it's a lot more manageable to deal with and to fight. Whereas before it was just an invincibility button, now you can fight it. And yeah, you can also play and be invaded and summon people. I've recreated a new character because I'm on my PC right now, and I'm going through the game with my Peltong active, and I'm getting invaded non-stop, and I can even find people to summon to help me out to go through to the PvE even faster. It's just so fun and so much more enjoyable than, because before you would know that you would get some invasion and some activity around Stormveil Castle, but you know that after Stormveil the activity would be drastically going down, and now you know you're always going to be invaded no matter your level range, no matter your weapon upgrade. And that is a relief, because every time you make a new character you need to be super careful about not going too high on your weapon upgrade or on your level, because if you pass a certain threshold you know that there are a lot less people that are going to invade you. This is huge. This is huge. This update they've made is great. It's worth coming back to Elden Ring. It's worth giving it another try. Now, with the big part out of the way, let's go over the balance changes. They've basically added a few changes here and there, nothing too crazy. Added the following adjustment to Greatsword, Curved Greatsword, and Great Hammer. So basically they've make it so it's a little faster. Reduce the time it takes for rolling to become possible after an attack, jumping attack, double wielding attack, and attack while mounted not included. Increase the motion speeds of strong attack and charge attack. So basically your R2s are a bit faster, but the main problem here in Elden Ring in weapon balances is not so much that some weapons are too slow, although it's a problem, is that not having a weapon that can poke is a huge detriment. Because now you don't have like a true combos, and it's really a game of going in and out, in and out, in and out. Increase guard brand counters motion speed, so those are again for the curved great sword, great hammer, great sword. But the problem with guard counters, I think guard counters is a good idea. I think so. Guard counters, what is it? It's when you block with your weapon and you press R2 or right bumper, I think it's called, if you're on Xbox, and then you do like this animation. That's really cool. It's a cool animation. The problem with those guard counters is that they don't have hyper armor, so most of the time you will get interrupted because those attacks take a long time to be initiated. But actually, if they gave hyper armor, it would have been a great tool. I think the next step they need to do is give guard counters some hyper armor. Yeah, increase attack speed up. So those are the adjustments they've done for Great Sword, Curved Great Sword, and Great Hammers. It's a bit weird how they've shown it here. Increase attack speed of Great Axes and reduce the time it takes for rolling to become possible after an attack. Increase rolling distance when player has a light equip load. So this also is a huge new patch. Increased rolling distance when player has a light equip load. So basically it's a way to make it so not having poise can be useful, right? It's like it gives you a huge roll. Some people call it Bloodhound Step 2.0. I don't know if it's to that extent of that good, but it's pretty annoying to fight, to say the least. But at least if someone is on a light equip load, he should not have too much poise. So there is some sort of balance here. And it's also make it so there's a little bit of build variety, so that, you know, stacking on poise is not the one and only way to win. So yeah. Increase the hitbox of Cypher Pata weapon skill Unblockable Blade. That's pretty cool. I think it's cool. The main problem that we have here is that shields are still very, very strong. Nothing has been done to shield. Yes, Unblockable Blade on Cypher Pata. I made a video, we got 10,000 views, GG to me, calling about Cypher Pata, and the clickbait was like the only weapon that can counter shield. The problem with Cypher Pata, Ashes of Ash of War is that it comes out way too slow. It's way too slow, and someone that knows what they're doing will see it coming from a mile away. And it's also only exclusive to you know, Faith build. So if you don't have 30 Faith, well, get fucked. Increase the range of Ash of War, Glintstone Pebble, and Glintstone Dart projectile while decreasing the damage and stagger power. So this is huge also. Glintstone Pebble was almost a guaranteed one-shot at high level. It was very strong, definitely overpowered. I made a video again called fair and balanced. Like this Ash of War is fair and balanced, where I'm almost one-shotting everybody. And if you had poise, it was really easy to, you know, trade with someone with Glintstone Pebble and then, you know, going for the follow-up. Now you cannot go, my cat. Ça va, Mila? So yeah, you could basically before trade with someone with Glintstone Pebble, going for the follow-up attack. So it was very strong. Now it doesn't combo. Now the first attack and the follow-up doesn't combo to each other. However, the range is huge. Like you can use it as a spell actually. So good job on Glintstone Pebble. Definitely needed a nerf. Decrease the travel distance and invisibility frames of Ash of War Bloodhound Step, while adding the changes below. Reduce performance when used continuously, increase travel distance when on light equip load. So this is huge, and it goes... Why is it huge? Because Bloodhound Step needed a nerf. Is it like nerf to the ground and unusable? No, it's still good. It's borderline overpowered, but now you can punish it. You can roll catch people using Bloodhound Step. If they use it continuously, they are going to travel very short distances, and yeah, it's a lot less this invincibility button, like, oh, he's using Bloodhound Step, well, I guess I'm just going to lose or to not do anything and wait for him to run out of blue. So yeah, good changes on Bloodhound Step, definitely a needed changes. Increased travel distance when on light equip load. I don't like it, Bloodhound Step is good as it is. I think it doesn't need another buff or whatever. They also did the same thing with Quick Step. Shorten the activation interval when using Quick Step in skill in succession. Increase its ability to circle around the enemy when locked, and add the changes below. Reduce performance when used continuously. Increase travel distance when on light equip load. So basically, Quick Step is the new quote-unquote Bloodhound Step. I have not went through all the detail of people that have made videos explaining, you know, the real difference between before and now. But definitely now Quick Step is a good Ash of War as it was before. Bloodhound Step is a fancy Ash of War. I don't know what's the big difference between them now. Is it worth using Bloodhound Step over Quick Step, or is it worth using Quick Step over Bloodhound Step? I guess we need some further investigation and some further time with this new meta will tell us what is being done. Decrease the damage and bleed buildup of weapon skill corpse piler when hit with the blood attack. When hit by the blade, damage is only decreased slightly. Decrease the target. They finally nerfed River Blood. It only took them 6 months. Only took them 6 months to nerf that fucking thing. The big problem with River of Blood was that it was doing a bit. It was tracking for a bit too far. It was the range was very generous, and the buildup of bleed was insane. So it's good that they've addressed all the problem that this thing had. I'm sure now it's a good katana. It's just a good katana. Decrease the target tracking ability of the sorcery Stars of Ruin. Stars of Ruin was unavoidable if you didn't have Bloodhound Step, so it makes it so now you have more chances to get away from Stars of Ruin, and now it's more of a PvE spell. Bug fixes. Fix the bug which caused some attack of Lucerne to not pierce enemy's guard. So G9 made a video talking about that. It's basically laughable what they've done to Lucerne. The problem are shield. It's not Lucerne, it's just shield in general. Fix the bug which made it harder for two-handed jump attack with Bloodhound Fang to break an enemy stance. Good. Fix the bug which caused the effect of determination, roll night resolve to disappear after using the parry skill with the dagger. Alright, fix the bug when dual wielding axe and great axe, which cause additional effects from spell, weapon, skill, and item not to be applied correctly. Okay, good. Fix the bug when two-handing an halberd, which made it harder to withstand enemies' attack after using guard counter. I'm not sure I really understand what's going on here. Which made it harder to withstand enemies' attack after using guard counter. Okay. Fix the bug which caused the physical attack affinity of some weapon to be different from the affinity listed in the description. Fix the bug which caused the player to become more easily noticed by the enemy when wearing the deathbed dress. So I guess, you know, the deathbed dress was getting everybody's horny. Everybody was attracted to these sexy boobies. Fix the bug which caused charge attack with flail to damage ally character when wearing the deathbed dress. Again, problem with the deathbed dress. Fix the bug that caused HP to regenerate when switching your equipment to certain type of armor. Finally! I mean, again, we can rejoice for it or we can give them shit for it because that thing should have been nerfed a long time ago. What are we talking about here? We're talking about the helmet glitch where you can infinitely restore your HP by swapping from one helmet to the other. It was like the glintstone crown thingy. I can't remember the name exactly because I never really used this thing. Yes, I did use it a couple of times. Yeah, you can unsubscribe. But yeah, fuck that shit, man. It needed to be gone forever. Fix the bug when the effect added to a weapon using Mist Somber was lost. Okay. Fix the bug where the effect added to a weapon using Mist of Somber was lost when the player received an attack. Fix the bug which caused the player or character movement to become unstable upon hitting certain enemies with the skill Ghost Flame Ignition. Fix the bug which prevented player from using the Queen's Black Flame skill follow-up attack when performing the skill with insufficient FP. Okay, so you could get it for free. Fix the bug with the weapon skill Summer Ice Storm, which allowed player to more easily withstand enemies' attack when using the skill with insufficient FP again. So they basically nerfed those two weapons. Fix the bug which caused the effect of spell and item to right hand armament to occur when using certain weapon skill in left hand. Okay. Fix the bug which caused the FP consumption description of certain weapon skill to be different from the actual FP cost. Fix the bug that allow Rock Blaster to consume any FP and when using staff. Fix the bug which caused the charged version of Black Flame Ritual to consume the same amount of stamina as the normal version. Yeah, so they're basically nerfing those spells that were not very good already. They say it was a bug, so whatever. Fix the bug which caused the player to receive less HP recovery from incantation item other than Flask of Crimson Tear when activating the effect Melinia's Great Rune. Fix the bug which caused the Align hard tier to not boost physical damage negation. Fix the bug which prevented the player from jumping mid-air while writing under specific condition. Fix the bug which allowed jump attack with colossal weapon while mounted to hit twice consecutively. Okay, that was pretty good. Fix the bug which it's a nerf to colossal weapon that are not very good already, but whatever. Fix the bug which caused some signs to appear more than once in the summoning pool. Yeah, those were annoying. Fix the bug which caused the effect of some weapon skill attack to persist under specific circumstances. Fix the bug which sometimes causes significant performance issue at Ordina Liturgical Town under a certain condition. Fix the bug which prevented the player from picking up drop runes from dead. Fix the bug which allowed users to reach certain inaccessible area during multiplayer. So I think this is awesome. I think this is making it so it's quote-unquote impossible anymore to AFK farm, so I think this is huge that they've addressed AFK farming, and this is fucking awesome. Fix the bug which caused the multiplayer area to have different boundaries than expected. Fix the bug that causes some enemies to have incorrect visuals and behaviors. Fix the bug that causes incorrect sound to be played under certain circumstances. Fix the bug which causes some areas to make the player unable to move, which lead to death. That sucks. Fix the bug that caused some places on the map to have incorrect visual and hitboxes. Fix the bug in some maps that allows users to reach unexpected location using certain procedures. So I guess many of they don't say which areas specifically, so I guess those were like super hidden spots that now cannot be used. Fix the bug with the PC version which caused click input to occur when equipping stab or secret seal and switching windows to activate. Other performance and improvement fixes. And here we are, guys, here we are. So the big news are nerf to Bloodhound Step, nerf to River of Blood, buff to summoning, buff to invasion range, basically everywhere. Helmet swap glitch gone. This is definitely a sign that they are listening. I mean, we still don't have a clear community manager. We still don't have clear communication with Bandai Namco, but definitely someone at FromSoft is, and someone of high position is worried about the longevity of the game, and it's a huge sign for us to embrace Elden Ring and to maybe come back to it, or to give it another chance. You know, it's like if your lover talks to another guy, you might be upset, but you can also forget because she still have not fucked this guy. If she fucked him, then it's another story, guys. But we're not there yet. FromSoft didn't fuck us at all. The game is still pretty amazing. Now, I think this is a huge positive. Obviously, you can see it by my face, my voice, how happy I am about the patch. Now, let's be serious. There is still a lot of problem with Elden Ring. The hit stun is a bit too long, in my opinion. We still don't have any PvP hotspot. We still don't have any covenant that auto-summons us. We have a covenant that auto-summons you to defend someone that's being invaded, but we don't have something that summons you to invade someone, which was a huge PvP booster activity with the Eldritch Faithful and the Watchdog of Farron in Dark Souls 3. What else? Shields are still a huge problem. The best tool we had to deal with shield, Ice Spear, was actually a bug. So we don't have Ice Spear anymore, which fucking sucks balls. We have some weapon that can chip through shield, but on the other hand, you know, shields are still a very, very big problem. What they need to do is that they need to make it, when you use the hammer talisman, that increase the stamina consumption when you get hit with your guarding, needs to do more damage. It needs to do a lot more damage to the stamina of your opponent. We need to have clear Ash of War that are breaking someone's stance, you know, like square off, like sword dance. I mean, that's something that G9 is talking a lot here, so I'm not going to, you know, just copy G9, but this is definitely something that he's been talking about. What else do we need? We need the chip damage to be some real chip damage, not like 100 HP or some shit. We need like some real counter. We need something that can definitely break shields. Shields are a big problem. We need to have a look at the over-leveled summon, especially at low level, when you're level 30, 40, 50, 60, and you invade people that have summons at around level 100 plus, 400, whatever. They can two-shot you, some of them can even one-shot you, whereas you do pitiful damage to them. And this is not okay. Something needs to be done here. I think the balance was great in Dark Souls 3. It was not perfect, but it was a lot better than what we have here. So this is definitely something that needs to be looked at. Double Great Spear and Double Spear are still very, very, very strong in duels, in fighting, in PvP in general. So yeah, I mean, some balances here and there needs to be addressed, but the bulk of the problem seems to be kind of addressed, and I think it's just going to improve. So a big thank you to whoever is in charge at Bandai Namco From Software for giving us this beautiful patch. So thank you so much to everybody from the Elden Ring PvP.net website, which is there to give feedback. So if you want to help out the community, you can definitely take some time to answer the survey. You know, thank you so much to, I think it's Gabri, and I think it's Gabri, Amir, and a couple of others that I don't know the name that are in charge of this website. So this is huge in order to be able to give good feedback to the devs. If you find any bugs, if you find anything that is very broken, you can, you know, address it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I'll be back on, I think, regular Elden Ring content. I think this definitely has set a little fire inside me, although I'll make another video talking about why I was gone for almost 2 months. I've been very, very busy with parkour, and I'm very happy to have been able to work with parkour lately. I'm also I have some really cool project coming up, so I'm super happy. But I'm also, you know, loving gaming and loving exchanging with you guys. So thank you guys so much. Love you guys. And also, I need someone to help me out, to drop me some items on my PC build. So if you're on Steam, please leave me your username and we can set up a time so you can. I need the Malekith Black Blade. I need some stanching boluses, you know, the one that cures rot, because there is no way to cure rot. You can only craft a limited amount of them because you can have only a certain amount of sacramental bud per playthrough, which sucks ass. And I think that's pretty much it. Maybe some madness one, I'm not too sure. And the gargoyle black twin blade. Those are the things I need. That was my little Craigslist moment. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I see you, my fellow Tarnished, very soon in the Lands Between. Bye-bye.